I don't know about all of you, but I have had the feeling since yesterday of just a great, joyous community. And it's been so nice to see all of you parents, especially here. We also have Alumnae Board members here today, and I thank you all for being here right now and for the good work that you do. But there's just been a really nice feeling on campus, and I thank you for the students that you bring to us, your children, those of you who are parents, and also what you bring by coming here and joining us for the celebration of who we all are as a community. I witnessed an event, or it wasn't an event, a moment really, last night that was so cool, I thought I'd share it. I was at dinner, and around the dessert table, I bumped into one of our parents who is Haitian. I don't see her here right now, but Lotz Quintal. And she and I have done a lot of communicating over the course of the year with what's been happening in Haiti and trying to figure out how Stoneleigh-Burnham can respond to the needs of Haiti. And so at one point I put her in touch with a friend of mine who was also looking to do some of the same kind of work. She came up to tell me that she and my friend had in fact communicated with each other and were on their way to doing good things. And Alicia Romaine's father was on the other side of the table, and as we were finishing our conversation, he came over and introduced himself to Lotz. They had never met before. He is Haitian. And so they had a wonderful time talking about their experiences growing up in Haiti and what neighborhoods they knew and didn't know and what connections they had there. And they ended up sitting down at a table for dessert and finishing the meal together and sharing stories. And I think that's the kind of thing that happens over and over here, but you don't think in this small community that you're going to find those kind of just wonderful synergistic connections. So that to me highlighted what this whole weekend is about to me. I asked for this hour to be put into the schedule so that I could, as I did last year for any of you who were here then, just talk about what the work of this year has been for the school and what we're thinking about moving forward. And one of the reasons I like to do that is to get your feedback afterwards. Please let me know what you think about what we're doing, or give me some suggestions about what we might do to enhance everything that we're doing. But I thought I'd start with just some of the hallmarks since really October, but the whole year. What have we been thinking about? What have we been doing that's kind of new and different in the programmatic pieces and otherwise, of Stoneleigh-Burnham. One of the things, as you know, this year, for those of you who have students in the 9th or 10th grade, is that we started our forums program in the upper school. Only in 9th and 10th grades right now. We will be adding 11th grade next year. But we feel that they've been very successful. It's really a focus on life skills development to complement our residential program and our academic program. The 9th graders have spent a lot of time getting to know each other and kind of building the foundation of who they are as a group and how they can build from that foundation. The 10th grade has focused on what I call sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Natalie Demers teaches it. Rebecca Peterson teaches the 9th grade forum. But really what we're doing is trying to help girls understand first themselves and each other in context of one another. And then what are the pressures that come in to decision making? And Natalie spends a lot of time talking about how to make good decisions. We will open up the junior year next year and focus on understanding leadership and what it means, as well as implementing the forum time as a place to talk about college guidance. And Lauren Kniff has done a great job modeling that this year and trying it out to know how much time she's going to need in the context of the forums next year. And I will be working on forum next year with her. And this is a particular passion of mine, this kind of leadership development. So we'll enjoy seeing where we go, and we'll do some tweaking of what happened this year in the 9th and 10th grade. It also follows nicely on the heels of our middle school program, where Ellen Carter does a lot of work with the middle school students. We have just ended our inaugural year of the Miriam Emerson Peters Speaker Series in Global Understandings. We've had 3 speakers who were all out, well, three sets of speakers really, all of whom have been outstanding. We started with Mary Wilson, who is a professor at UMass, whose field is the Middle East, and she gave us a great kind of background of what is the Middle East, how do you identify that, and where is it? And then what are some of the common cultural attributes of Middle Eastern countries? That was a great kind of foundational piece to start with. We went from there in the winter to a wonderful visit with Sally and Don Goodrich, who are personal friends of Rebecca Peterson, and that's how they came to us. But they have started a foundation. They've also opened a girls' school in Afghanistan, and they talked a lot about that and the work that they're doing over there. Additionally, they brought 2 students who are here currently in this country studying, but they are from Afghanistan. And those 4 people spent the day visiting different classes here. They did a house meeting with us, and then they had an evening presentation open to the public. That was just a wonderful day for us. And I'm glad to say that out of that visit, we will have a girl here as a PG student next year from Afghanistan. One of the sisters of the boy who was here visiting that day. So that has been a monumental piece of the year. Finally, just the other day, we had 2 doctoral candidates at Columbia University, one Israeli and one Palestinian, who came to talk about the conflict, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and we have much greater insight into that as a result of their visit. They both do a lot of peace-building work and really ended their message with understanding yourself and where you come from in order to understand the assumptions that you make about the world. I hope that you have seen the bulletin board outside the college counseling office with all the stars indicating the acceptances to different colleges that our senior class have received. The list is very broad and very wonderful. We're really proud of our senior class, and take a look at it. Lauren Kniff, who's sitting right here, has done a phenomenal job of guiding the seniors through their path of senior year. No easy feat. And she's already started working with the junior class, as some of you know from talking with her yesterday. I wanted to say something about the new bullying law that is coming up in Massachusetts as a result, or in response largely to the Phoebe Prince case that many of you, particularly day parents, know about, but if you are unaware, coming from somewhere else, this is a young woman from South Hadley, Massachusetts. The story has been in the national news of a girl who took her own life after severe bullying and harassment on the part of her peers at school. So that case and several others that have been in the news here and there have really spurred the government of this state to put into law anti-bullying. So it has been passed in the Senate and House, but some reconciliation needs to happen next. So we don't have the full law, but we as a school, like every other school in Massachusetts, both public and private, have been on the alert that this is coming up. What does this mean? We have an anti-harassment statement already in our community handbook, but this is going to further define kind of how we respond and the language that we use with our students. This law will require schools to establish anti-bullying policies, both at school on campus, but also on the internet. And so it is giving leeway to schools to hold students accountable for their behavior, both here and external to the school. In response already to that information, we have a small committee of John Larson, Bill Ivey, and Ellen Carter, our school counselor, working to figure out how exactly we want to frame the conversations about anti-bullying here at Stoneleigh-Burnham. We do a lot of this kind of work already. If you were at the middle school presentation with Bill Ivey yesterday, you heard a lot about this, so I won't reiterate all of that. But I would say at this point, as parents, get online and look up as much as you can about what bullying is and isn't, how you can talk to your own daughters about the use of the internet. We do a lot of that conversation here, but I think having the balance of home conversation and school conversation in line with each other will be really helpful to our students.